What's Zoolin, Judders? It's your friendly neighborhood, your local peso. And today, we're going to tell a tale of treachery, evilness, and wickedness. You're going to want to buckle your seatbelts. We're heading to the bricks. North.
You see them doing what they gotta do, even if there's cops out here, they do it because these cops in Patterson ain't doing nothing.
Pleaded guilty in Newark federal court today. North Washington Bridge.
I did what y'all supposed to.
I'm here. Lay down.
I'm good. Hey, Bobo!
August 31st, 2016. 19-year-old Robin West of Philly is reported missing. Her father, Lee, a police officer and assistant pastor, hadn't heard from her in a few days, but knows she often takes trips to Essex County, New Jersey. September 1st, 2016. Authorities discovered human remains in a vacant home in Orange on Lakeside Avenue when firefighters responded to a blaze at the property.
County receiving. Hey, County, it's Orange. We got a working fire, 447 Lakeside Avenue. Can we get a West Orange and a South Orange engine directly to the scene, please? 447 Lakeside Avenue, you need a West Orange and an East Orange engine company to the fire scene. South Orange is out of service. Alright, so West Orange engine and East Orange engine. Thank you.
That's fire.
It took several weeks to identify the remains as West, according to the coroner. October 7th, 2016. 15-year-old Mawa Duomba leaves her Newark home at night, and although her father and her sister didn't know it at the time, that would be the last time they would ever see Mawa alive again. She was reported missing, but efforts to locate her were unsuccessful, Orange Police Director Todd Warren said in a statement. November 15th, 2016. Tiffany Taylor, 34, of Elizabeth, agrees to meet a man in an Elizabeth motel for sex. Tiffany alleges the man proceeded to knock her out, rape her, strangle her, and handcuff her. Taylor, with one hand still handcuffed, identifies the man as 20-year-old Khalil Wheeler Weaver of Orange. Elizabeth police never investigated her attack as a sexual assault. The police signed to her case testified. November 22nd, 2016. Sarah Butler of Montclair, a 20-year-old sophomore studying at NJCU, takes her family minivan out into the night. Her body is found 9 days later, covered with leaves and twigs, and discarded amongst rusted pipes and trash in Essex County's 400-acre Eagle Rock Reservation. The cause of death? Strangulation. December 5th, 2016. A contractor stumbles upon the remains of a dead body in an abandoned home on Highland Avenue in Orange, New Jersey. The corpse is later identified as that of 33-year-old Joanne Brown of Newark. She was found with tightly wrapped duct tape around her mouth and face.
Nico, jiggin'.
Officers from two different police departments, Union Township and Montclair, interviewed Wheeler Weaver during his killing spree in 2016. But he wasn't caught until the sister and friends of his final victim got involved. Sarah Butler went missing on November 22nd. 2 days later, Butler's sister, Basania Daly, and two of her friends, Samantha Rivera and Lamia Brown, hacked into Sarah Butler's account on a social media app called Tagged. They discovered Butler's final conversation. Butler had planned to meet a man with the username Lil Yacht Rock, who offered to pay Butler for sex. When the friends discovered this, they decided to set up their own fake account on Tagged. They found Lil Yacht Rock and sent him a message. He responded the same way he had to Sarah Butler, by offering cash for sex. Stalling for time, the women eventually agreed to meet Lil Yacht Rock at a nearby Panera Bread in Montclair. They sent police instead. Lil Yacht Rock gave police his real name, Khalil Wheeler Weaver. 5 days later, police found Sarah Butler's body.
Newark. The man accused of killing New Jersey City University student Sarah Butler last month pleaded not guilty Tuesday to a charge of murder in his second killing. Khalil Wheeler Weaver was first arrested and charged with Butler's murder on December 6, 6 days after her remains were found buried beneath leaves and debris at Eagle Rock Reservation in West Orange. Wheeler Weaver, 20, is now also charged with the killing of Joanne Brown, whose body was found December 5th in a vacant house on Highland Avenue in Orange. He had been held on $1 million bail in connection with Butler's death, but assistant prosecutor Adam Wells told Judge Ronald D. Wigler on Tuesday that prosecutors wanted the bail amount consolidated with the $5 million set in connection with the charges in Brown's death. Wheeler Weaver remained emotionless, his hands cuffed behind him as the judge moved swiftly through the arraignment. 9 Essex County Sheriff's officers ringed the courtroom, the front rows of which were packed with news media. Right now, the charges remain allegations, Wheeler Weaver's attorney, Chevelle McPherson, told reporters outside the courtroom. He's presumed innocent. McPherson said there's no evidence tying the two crimes together, and that prosecutors will need more if they wanted to secure a conviction in the case. Wells told reporters McPherson is entitled to her opinion regarding the evidence in the case. Authorities had said Butler and Wheeler Weaver were acquainted prior to Butler's disappearance, but Wells said he couldn't specify a connection between Wheeler Weaver and Brown. We do know that there was certainly contact between them, but beyond that, I can't elaborate, he said.
Here on August 31st, 2016, that Wheeler Weaver met Robin West. She was a sex worker from Philadelphia, and she was out here with Bernicia Patterson, her good friend. Patterson actually joked around with Wheeler Weaver. She said, "Take care of my sister." She also wrote down Wheeler Weaver's license plate number and saved it as a contact in her phone. She was the last person to see Robin West alive.
I believe it was 2016, That's when her mom called me. And she said to me, she said, "Oh, they found Robin." So I said, "Let's go get her." She said, "No, they found her body." So I think the whole block probably heard me scream. I hit the wall, and it was like butter sliding down the wall. So from that point, it just got worse.
The fire was strongest on Robin West. And that doesn't just happen, ladies and gentlemen. In your own common sense, that doesn't happen. The human body's just not that flammable. That doesn't make sense. All this unburned wood and flooring in the attic on the other side, away from her body, again attesting to the focus of the fire being Miss West's remains.
Joanne Brown worked as a stripper and a sex worker. She was 33, walking the street near a Popeye's restaurant on the south side of Newark when Khalil Wheeler Weaver picked her up. He strangled her just like his 3 other victims. He left her body inside this house, 6 blocks from the home where he lived with his parents. She's buried nearby in an unmarked grave. Sarah Butler was 20 when she went missing in November 2016. Police found her body lying in weeds by a parking lot in Eagle Rock Reservation, a county park in West Orange, New Jersey. Butler, a sophomore at New Jersey City University, was home for Thanksgiving break. She became Wheeler Weaver's final victim. On November 22, 2016, Khalil Wheeler Weaver was in the passenger seat. When he got out of the minivan, the security cameras both inside and outside the store saw what he was wearing. He was wearing black head to toe, and he kept his very tight black gloves on the entire time. He went inside, he bought some iced tea and 3 condoms, came back outside, and they drove away. From the 7-Eleven, his cell phone tracked them to Eagle Rock Reservation.
Her glasses, her wig, her coat, her boots, all left Eagle Rock in the van. She died there that night.
Purchase your tracks today.
Officers from 2 different police departments, Union Township and Montclair, interviewed Wheeler Weaver during his killing spree in 2016. But he wasn't caught until the sister and friends of his final victim got involved. Sarah Butler went missing on November 22nd. 2 days later, Butler's sister, Basania Daly, and 2 of her friends, Samantha Rivera and Lamia Brown, hacked into Sarah Butler's account on a social media app called Tagged. They discovered Butler's final conversation. Butler had planned to meet a man with the username Lil Yacht Rock, who offered to pay Butler for sex. When the friends discovered this, they decided to set up their own fake account on Tagged. They found Lil Yacht Rock and sent him a message. He responded the same way he had to Sarah Butler, by offering cash for sex. Stalling for time, the women eventually agreed to meet Lil Yacht Rock at a nearby Panera Bread in Montclair. They sent police instead. Lil Yacht Rock gave police his real name, Khalil Wheeler Weaver. 5 days later, police found Sarah Butler's body. Thanks partly to the trap set by Butler's sister and friends, police had a suspect. On the 6th of December, Wheeler Weaver was in custody.
Purchase your tracks today.
This is in the matter of State versus Khalil Wheeler Weaver, indictment number 17-2-547. As to count 1, charging the defendant with the murder of Robin West, what is your verdict?
Guilty.
3 women murdered. A 4th woman attacked and nearly killed. The spree of violence lasted just 84 days, in the summer and fall of 2016.
Charging the defendant with the murder of Sarah Butler, what is your verdict?
Guilty.
He created a digital trail that led police right to his bedroom, leading to his conviction as a serial killer.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Have not been answered. You know, you went to the extreme to these girls were raped, these girls were strangled, but you set my daughter on fire.
Purchase your tracks today.
I just don't get it.
Purchase your tracks today.
I need to know, and I may never know why.
stupid things that he did. It's like he wanted to get caught. I was in the car, I had one handcuff on. I could have easily just put it around him and pushed with my foot and tried to rip his head off. I could have. That was plan B anyway. I really hate that guy. I really do. I feel like he still has control over me because I'm different. I'm not who I feel like he still won because I'm not the same person I used to be. I'm tired of hiding.
What's Zulin, Jet? It's your friendly neighborhood, your local peso, and did you miss me? I'm sorry I had to make y'all go through all that reading, but that would have been a lot of me talking over the voiceover, you feel me? But what do I think about all this, man? And long story short, they threw the book at him as they should, you feel me? Shit, man, I hope he gets raped every day in prison, man. I hope he gets raped every day in prison for killing those young girls, man. But y'all know how we do, man. We don't get... It's easy to say, you know, but we don't try to get too sad over the deaths, you feel me? They just young, beautiful ladies who transitioning, you feel me? We all gonna transition one day. And they just transitioned, you know? We always gonna remember them as young, beautiful women the way they were when they left, you know? A lot of people get old and we remember them as old people. We always gonna remember they're gonna be forever young, you know? Forever 21, as they say. And as far as Weirdo Weaver, yeah, man. There was a piece where the Tiffany girl, the one that survived, he said something to her about, oh, why can't girls, you know, when he was trying to rape her, when she finessed him for the $200, he said something to her like, why can't I get girls' attention without paying for it? Some weirdo loser shit like that. I don't know, man, but man, that ain't really my style to wish rape on nobody, but this dude right here, man, I hope he get raped and abused every day in there, man. It's your boy, your local peso, man. And before we leave out of here, I'm gonna let my girl, usually I sign it off, but I'm gonna let my girl Robin rest in paradise. To all the young women, Mawa, Robin, Joanne, Sarah, and hopefully Tiffany could, not let this traumatize the rest of her life. Hopefully she can get over this. But I'm gonna let my girl Robin, sign off today, man. I'm out.
I was thinking the other day about the joy that came my way, how he took away my frown and all the things that had me bound. I thought about all those times when I was walking around in the